when you came to the Mets, I saw it the first day. The first day you and I ever talked, I saw you, how you were going to just approach spring training, and I think that's what, as you said, you were a talented player, but your mental aspect of the game was off the charts for me.
Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. And, that was the only way we knew how. And, I think one thing too is communication was so big. And that's, I really, obviously, I know, I don't know if I told you or not, how much I appreciated playing with you and for you is because of how well you communicated, especially with us as veteran players. And, that's all you can ask for from your manager, from your front office, is if you communicate well and players know what's asked from them, they're then able to enforce it, so to speak, in the clubhouse. But without that communication, without that clear sense of what the goal is and what we're trying to accomplish, it makes it tough for a player. And I think from the get-go that season in 2015, I think the one thing that I really wanted to make known was that these guys are good. I mean, our our pitching staff was lights out. Our players that we brought in, Sandy bringing in the players that he did and the leadership that he did, and obviously what happened in the middle of the season was tremendous as well. But from the get-go, I wanted it to be known that we don't need to be shocked when we're in the position that we're going to be in. And the more you believe in yourself, the more you're going to accept those situations that you're in.
Michael, and I go back to the first day I told Doc to talk to John before we even were on the air. And I said, the first time that you and I talked, I said, I used to map out all the bats through spring training. So when you guys came in the first day, you had an idea what to do. And I'll never forget, you told me the first day, you said, look, that's fine. Everything's going to be fine. But the last 2 games I play in spring training, I want 4 ABs. Do you remember this?
Yeah.
And I said, really? And you said, yeah, because when I start the season, he said that if I haven't had those 4 ABs, that first game, that 4th time up is hard.
It is.
And Michael, I use that after I heard that from you. I have probably used it on 50 players about getting late, because all of a sudden it's getting you into spring training and they're actually looking for a little time off. They've been on the field every day for a couple of hours and they've gotten some at bats and they're thinking, he'll give me a day off towards the end. And I bring up the fact, I said, well, let me tell you something about Michael Cuddyer. He said, I got to get ready for opening day because that game is as important as any.
Mm-hmm.
And so I want 4 at bats. And I'm telling you, I've used it forever.